Hey guys, it's Core Ross, and today we are building the Wingman from Apex Legends and the Titanfall universe. Now, up until this point, this is the biggest project I've ever 3D printed. This Magnum with like moving parts and everything. There's a video on the channel if you want to see all about that. But today we are building the Wingman. Now, it's not going to have moving parts, but we are going to paint it. So this is the first like big step into making props. So we're going to try making some like really cool stuff that is based on, of course, things in a fictional universe. And I'm looking forward to trying this out. We're going to try a two-tone kind of paint job with this and see how the final version is. But as you can see, here are all the parts to create this Wingman. It's a complicated 3D build. There's a lot of different shapes, a lot of different orientations that things were printed in. And I would definitely go back and change a few of the choices I made. And I actually think that I might revisit this coming Christmas. At the end of the year, I might come back and rebuild this and do it all over again, just to see if I can do it even kind of better than I did the first time. But as you can see, there's a ton of this, and I knew this was a big weapon, but once I printed off everything and put it all, to the side to see the size of it, I was like, damn, it's a really huge gun. It really is massive, and you can see how many bits there is here. And it's amazing, actually, some of the parts just snap together, like the rails for attachments, which is surprising. I did not expect them to be that good in tolerance. But now we're getting on to the tiny little bits. As you can see, there's a few teeny little bits that can be painted separately and then stuck on, like the mag release and some grips for the handle. And then we also have internal pins. So there's actually 17 of them. So I printed about in this purple because I was running low on grey for this print. And I very much wanted the grey because I was going to spray paint it. So I wanted to have a nice undercoat that would work. And this here's actually a nice transparent version showing how the pins go together to hold this in place. And there's a lot of them. This thing is built to last, I think, with these pins run through it. But that is it for all the bits, and it's going to be awesome to put together. Now, the plan is a two-tone paint job. We've got some iron paint that arrived just recently that I'll use as kind of base for the lighter parts. And then I'm going to order in some gunmetal, hoping that it'll be a nice dark kind of color to contrast against it, so that overall it's going to end up looking like a really cool thing. But the actual original one, the one in-game, does have a silver and black paint job. So what I might do is when we come back to redo this in the future, what I may do is do it in matte black for the black bits, and then of course paint up in silver all the other stuff. So I might come back and redo this in the future as a black and silver version with an entire reprint and see. I'll see how if I can do it better. I think we can probably print some of this stuff off in better orientations, and I've definitely learnt a few things. And also see if I can use less filament, do it a bit smarter in a lot of ways. But that's the end of part one of creating this Wingman. I'll be back once the paint arrives, waiting for it to come from Amazon. And then we'll see how the final product ends up being. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching and subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to push it up to 1,000 subscribers, as I'm trying to push this channel up to be a proper channel in the future.